right, guys, welcome to WOD number 4. Here's our standards. The way this one flows is that you'll have two people doing the workout. One person will start off. They'll do the entire workout, all the thrusters, all the cleans, all the burpees over the walls. Then they will tag their partner, and then they go in through and do all of their work. As a team, after that second partner is done, you are finished. So the way this one flows is that Rachel and Ale are going to be a team here, and you have to make sure and do all of your cleans and your thrusters in each box. Your 15s in one box, your 15s in the next box. And the way this works is like this. So they'll start off on their start and end line, and the first partner will run on go, come, and they'll hit their cleans. So Ale will do her cleans in that box. Once she hits 15, she moves her cleans over here, and you can step across, you can carry it across however you want. Now she starts her thrusters in this box. So once she hits her thrusters, she's got to put the bar down, and she has to run over, hit her box over burpees. Well, she didn't do a burpee on that one, so that was a no rep. But there's the burpee on that, then box over that. And once she's done there, she got to go back to her bar, and now she has to move her bar again for the cleans, okay? And then you can also walk across that. So if you keep it up top, walk across that. She does her thrusters, then she walks across over and does her cleans, right? And then the last one, she's on her thrusters. And now, once she's done with that, she'll have to finish. There's her 9. Then she runs back, tags her teammate. Her teammate cannot start until she is tagged. Teammate runs back, and now the bar goes this way. And once that bar is done, she's over the box, and the workout is complete. So let's go over all the individual movements for the standards. All right, let's talk about the standards for the clean. The clean is pretty self-explanatory. These are power clean, guys, but if you do catch it in a squat, that's fine. Or you mess up, you thought it was a thruster, but you still cleaned it, that rep will still count. So the cleans are basically taken from the ground. The bar, both plates have to touch the ground. She comes up, and she makes the clean, stands up straight before the bar is off of her shoulders, and now she's ready for the next one. The biggest issue we see on these quick, fast cleans is that you're not standing up before you put it down. So there, yeah, and it almost looks kind of real quick. So where I've seen a lot of issues in comps is people will come here, So make sure stand up before that bar comes off of your rack. So that's the biggest issue we see, is that it's catching and then you're coming down as you're standing up. We will call that a no rep. Our head judges will watch for that. But that's your biggest issue that we see. If you step out of the line, you must come back into your square where you're cleaning in order for the reps to count. So if the bar bounces over, you need to go grab your bar, put it back in, make sure both feet are inside the square for the reps to count. So if you step over, you can recover, but any reps done while stepped over the line will be a no rep. And that is it for our power cleans. Okay, let's talk about our standards for the thrusters, another movement that we're all familiar with, so this shouldn't be too hard. So again, Ale is gonna start inside of her square. Now this movement can start from the rack or the ground. So you can, like I said, when you're walking across and you're done with your cleans, you can walk it across and immediately start into your thrusters. You don't have to touch the barbell to the ground. But if you've dropped it and you're rolling it across, of course, you got to get it back to your rack. And all we're looking for is a standard squat. Standard squat standards. We're making sure the crease of the hip is below the knee, below the top of the knee. So if you guys have issues with some sort of anatomical issue where you can't physically get low enough on a thruster or a squat, so that hip crease has to be below the top of the knee, we need to know. We can see that. Head judge needs to make sure that we figure what's going on and if that's possible or not. So maybe you have gigantic hamstrings and calves, and it's just not going to work for you. But make sure you let us know beforehand. That way we can kind of figure out what we need to do before that. So that's basically it on the thruster. All we're looking for on the top is that the bar is in control and above our head. So right there. So it needs to be in line with our body. Where we see most of these no reps is they're way out in front. So, and then, yeah. Yes, that's going to be a no rep. If that bar is not close to being in line with your body, then we will start to warn you or give you some no reps if it's very blatant. So make sure that bar is over the line of your body, and that's it for the thrusters. All right, guys, let's talk about the burpees over the wall. This is the setup that we're going to have. We'll have a hard box, soft box on top of a hard box. The women's are going to be 40 inches, which is this. The men's will be on the 24-inch side, which will be 48 inches. The start of the burpee is going to be any way you want. You can go lateral, you can go facing. Either one counts. So Ala's going to do a burpee here, making sure the chest touches the ground. And at this point, we're hopping over the box. The rule is that 2 knees or 2 feet or a combination of has to touch the top of the box. So you can have a knee touch, then a foot touch. So give me like a knee-foot touch. There we go, 2 feet. Now give me a 2-foot touch. That also will count. So we just need to make sure that the knee, you can't sit and roll and scoot across it. So you can't do one of these guys and do this, swing across. Knee or foot has to touch, or a combination of, for both feet. So what we're not allowing is maybe a 1-foot touch. If you're going extremely fast and you want to do a 1-foot touch, which Ale will show me a 1-foot touch, that is a no rep. It's a much more energy expended to do that. But if maybe you're tall, maybe you can move quickly on these. Just make sure as you're doing that, those 2 feet are touching before you go into your next burpee, or it will be a no rep. If they no rep you, you do not have to go over to the side that you were no repped on. So if you're no repped on top of the box, you do another burpee here, then you can go again. But you can't just go over and then go back over. So once there's a no rep, you have to start from the very beginning. So you have to do the burpee first, again, if there was a no rep in any part of that movement in order for it to count. But you don't have to go on the same side that you missed on. So and then that's it for our burpee over box. Guys, we're excited about this weekend. We're looking forward to you guys coming. We're looking forward to having you. Make sure to be on the lookout for our website to have any additional information that you might need. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.